Never wanted to trade that hit stops more in my life. Obviously, I'm exaggerating. I hope this hit stops. And the reason I say that is because my original entry, I kid you not, my original entry, bruh, it looks like this is going to hit stops. It makes me feel better. My stops were literally right there. Trade looks something like this. Yeah, trade looks something like this, right? And so, okay, cool. We would have hit stops regardless. Whoo! That makes me feel good because honestly, I'd rather it be a valid losing day than a day where I gotta stop. I gotta focus more on looking at the camera instead of down there because I know it looks weird from looking down there at the chart. Let me try to look at the camera more. One of the worst things, what's more, you can hit stops, but there are different ways to hit stops, right? If you hit stops and you follow your shit to the T, cool. You know, it's no big deal. It's all a part of the system. There's supposed to be losses in the system. There is no such thing as a fully 100% system. Now, there is such thing as 100% weeks because if you've been watching my shit, you'll know I had 100% weeks before. But when it comes to a system, it's all about probabilities, winning most of the time. So we're looking here, and yeah, my shit touch screen on these niggas. Touch screen on these niggas. So if you look here, bruh, if you look at that, it hit my stops, right? Right there. You see that shit right there. Right there, bruh. Right there, bruh. Right there, bruh. Right there. It hit my stops and then it rocketed up. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, man. Man, y'all know that sound? That's like, oh, hell no. Nah. That sound that's on some of these short form pieces of content, like reels and shit. Y'all ever heard that? That's exactly what was going on in my head. I was like, oh, I know this shit did not just do me like this, bruh. And then it gave me even better entry. And I was like, okay, well, shit, maybe this should have been an entry I should have taken. Okay. And so it was moving up, right? It was moving up normally, like how most of the trades would move up, right? And then I noticed momentum started to slow down. And so I was thinking, okay, maybe it's just one of those trades where momentum slows down a bit and has to pull back before going up. Nope. As you can see, stops would have got hit regardless. So very valid entry, but price just wasn't there. I guess price still just wants to consolidate. Last week, I literally hit stops because price action looked similar to this. And so my thought process here was like, okay, well, if we're going to consolidate like fucking crazy, I mean, as you can see here, I have these boxes marked up and shit. I was like, okay, if we can get a reaction down here, that's straight. If we can get a reaction up here, that's straight. And so we got a reaction up here. It broke out of this area and came back down and gave me a reaction, but it didn't want to push out. So I guess it's going to be one of those things where it consolidates and then it pushes out and it's actually just a fake out sort of thing. And then it just moves in the opposite direction. Maybe it's going to be one of those things. It looks like that's what's happening right now. Like literally, like, bruh, right before my eyes, bruh. It looks like it's doing its thing right now. Like it's about to melt. Price is about to melt. Interesting. Yep. 7 p.m. was a hit though. This was 7 p.m. There wasn't much consolidation. Actually, not. Price has kind of been consolidating this whole time. Yeah, not so good market structure right now. Shitty ass price action. This is a great example of shitty price action. Price that's just not fucking moving at all, bruh. But then again, is it really shitty if you just buy at the bottom and just sell at the top? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, stops got hit. We're done for the day. That's it. 7 p.m. That would have been hit. New York session though was really fucking good, bro. I didn't take any trades on this account, so it's not going to show. But New York session was fucking crazy. It was one of those days. Okay, I do better at Asia session, but I will say this: New York sometimes it just gives like a lot of fucking valid entries. Like, let's see here. Okay, we're back. So here it is. Here are the trades I took. So set up right here. That was a valid setup. That's not actually marked up properly. It would have looked more like this. So that's a setup. That was a setup. TP hit. That's the one I actually took. It's not showing up on here because I'm not logged into my futures, but I actually took that one. Too distracted, but TP got hit on this entry as well. This entry looked more like that. And then TP hit again around here. What was the entry, Darian? Well, the entry would have been after this second pullback area. Let me just do this shit right here. This whole entire fucking area is something. So I'm gonna mark that whole entire thing up. Wouldn't have gotten in right there. I would have gotten in somewhere around here. Not my actual entry. I got in a little late, but I was like, fuck it. Honestly, on that account, I was just like, fuck it. Let me just go ahead and do that shit. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I did it because I wanted to pay out on that account specifically. So I was like, fuck it. Let me just go for it. And I went for it and it worked. So we're all good. So yeah, New York was printing 4 different trades hit take profit during New York. So New York is not ass. I know I said in my previous videos, some of them, that New York was ass, but no, New York's not ass. I'm ass during New York. Obviously not, because we just hit 2 dubs during New York, but yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and end things here. We hit stops today. We took an L today. No big deal. It is what it is. And yeah, we're gonna move on. We're gonna trade again tomorrow, and we're gonna go ahead and do our thing. Because that's what we do. That's what we do. Do what works for you. Do what works for you. Stay consistent. Stay consistent.